Hello everyone, myself Kuhu Sarkar, and today I'm going to discuss the last exam question paper with UGC NET exam question paper which happened in 14 June. So here the morning shift questions paper of 2023, and here I divided the whole question paper into three or four portion. So this is not the exact question. I try to bring the questions, but this is not the exact question because it is not possible, right? So let's start. So first I will start from theory part. In which year Political Shakespeare new essay in cultural materialism published? And the answer will be 1985 by Jonathan Dollimore and Alan Silfield. So the work is by Jonathan Dollimore and Alan Silfield, and it was published in 1985. Then see the next question. Sorry for the wrong number. When was Seven Types of Ambiguity published? And the answer will be 1930 by William Emerson. So it is a famous work by William Emerson, Seven Types of Ambiguity, and it was published in 1930. Then see the next question. When was Frankfurt School established? And the answer will be 1923. So they always give you the question from Frankfurt School. So it was published in 1923. Then who is the author of Golden Bow? And it is the important work of archetypal theory, and the answer will be James George Fraser. So he is the writer of the Golden Bow. Then see the British literature, the questions which came from the British literature. And the first question, which play was getting enacted when Globe Theatre got burned? So the answer will be Henry VIII. Henry VIII was enacted when Globe Theatre got burnt. Then question number 2, in which year was Leviathan was published? So the answer will be 1651, and this is the famous work by Thomas Hobbes. Then question number 3, to which king was the advancement of learning dedicated to? And the answer will be King James the First. King James the First, uh, for whom the advancement of learning is dedicated. Then question number 4, in which novel of Jane Austen has the character Frederick Wentworth? And the answer will be Persuasion. So maybe there are other examples. So the answer, the right answer will be Persuasion. Then question number 5, what was the profession of Adam from the novel Adam did? And the answer will be carpenter. He was a carpenter. Then there was a quotation question, and you have to answer from which novel the quotation came. I took her hand in mine, and we went out of the ruined place. And as the morning mist had risen long ago, when I first left the forest, so the evening mist were rising now, and in all the broad expanse of tranquil light they showed to me. I saw no shadow of another parting from her. And the answer will be Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. So here the last part of the novel. So the quotation was taken from Great Expectation. Then question number 7, a journal of plague year was asked in match the following, and the answer will be Defoe. So the journal of plague by Defoe. Then question number 8, the title of Ted Hughes Kuhu collection has been taken from, and the answer will be Sir Gawain and the Green Knight. So you can check your answer from the video. Okay. So question number 9, author of the Sea and Mirror, and the answer will be Auden. So the writer of the work, the Sea and the Mirror, was Auden. Then chronological question, and the question is Russian Revolution. It will be in 1917. Then Indian Independence 1947. Then Martin Luther speech 1963. So This is a chronological question. You have to arrange it in chronology. Then question number 11, which of the following figures are mentioned in the love song of J. Alfred Prufrock by T.S. Eliot? And there are many options and you have to choose the right one. And the answer will be Michelangelo and Hamlet. These two figures are mentioned in uh, T.S. Eliot's love song of J. Alfred Prufrock, right? Then question number 12, which work by Milton was based on Greek tragedy? And the answer will be Samson Agonistes. So Milton's Samson Agonistes was based on Greek tragedy. Then Thomas Carlyle's work are very important. They always focus Thomas Carlyle's work. And there may be a chronological question or um, maybe they ask you to choose the right works of Carlyle, and in second shift also there are questions from Carlyle. So okay, so the answer will be past and present, French Revolution and Chartism. There are other questions from Carly in this shift, in morning shift. So question number 14, when was the Red Lion Theatre established? And the answer will be 1567. When was the Red Lion Theatre established? Answer will be 1567. Then question number 15, who propounded the condition of England term? So Thomas Carlyle. So here the second question from Thomas Carlyle. So he propounded the condition of England term and it was from his work Chartism. So let's see the next question. Question number 16. To My Mother is a poem by George Barker. So it is a poem by George Barker. Then question number 17. Who was the earliest author of Tudor period? And the answer will be Skelton. Skelton was the earliest author of the Tudor period. Then which work is not by Margaret Atwood? And the answer will be Stone Angel. There are other works from Margaret Atwood like Handmaid's Tale, then Surfacing, and you have to choose the um, work which is not by her. And the answer will be the Stone Angel by Margaret Lawrence. Then, sorry, the question repeats. Condition of the England question was written by Thomas Carlyle in Chartism, which was written in 1839. So here I just wrote all the questions, so maybe some questions repeat. So sorry for that. Then question number 20, matching question. Graham Greene will be Graham Greene's work, A Sort of Life, Daniel Defoe, A Journey of the Plague Year, Doris Lessing, The Grass is Singing, George Orwell, Down and Out in London. So this is a matching question. So pattern may be changed, maybe in the exam hall the questions are different, but moreover the questions are like that. Okay. So question number 21, they ask from the movement poets. You have to choose the movement poets, and the answer will be Philip Larkin, Donald Davy, Michael Longley, Hilda Doolittle. So, in PIQs, you also see that they always focus in movement poets and then beat generation. They always focus in these poets. So, there is a series of mine where I discuss the PIQs, so you can follow the series also. The movements poets, Philip Larkin, Donald Davy, Michael Longley, Hilda Doolittle. Then Edwardian novelists, which are from 1901 to 1910, and the novelists are H.G. Wells, E.M. Foster, Arnold Bennett, Robert Louis Stevenson. So you have to choose them. Okay. Then matching question, Lions and Shadow by Christopher Isherwood, The Steel Center by Stephen Spender, translation of Agamemnon by Louis Macnish. This year they focus on Louis Macnish. In second shift also there are works of Louis Macnish. Then criticism part in matching question, catharsis by Aristotle, Philip Sidney's response to Stephen Gosson, the apology for poetry. Then sweet and light by Arnold, Individual Talent by T.S. Eliot. Then matching question, The Pleasure of Imagination by Joseph Addison, Willing Suspension of Disbelief by Coleridge, Egotistical Sublime by John Keats, Touchstone by Arnold. Uh, Last year also they gave the same kind of question. Then see 26, question number 26. Thomas Love Peacock. Then this time they focus this writer Thomas Love Peacock. In both shift there are questions from Thomas Love Peacock and his work The Four Ages of Poetry 1820. Then chronological question, essay on dramatic poesy written in 1668, preface to lyrical ballad written in 1800, culture and anarchy written in 1869, a room of one's own written in 1929. Then 28 number question, an apology for poetry which was published in 1595 by Sydney, Advancement of Learning which was published in 1605 by Bacon, Uses of Spectator which was published in 1711 by Joseph Addison, My Relation which was published in 1823 by Charles Lamb. So this time they also focused Joseph Addison. Last year also they focus on Joseph Addison. So Joseph Addison is important. Then How It Strikes a Contemporary was published in 1923 by Virginia Woolf. Then John Dennis' work, The Advancement and Reformation of Modern Poetry, which was published in 1701. Then Grounds of Criticism in Poetry, which was published in 1704 by John Dennis. Then Essays on the Genius and Writings of Shakespeare in 3 letters. So I here confused about the year. So this is a work by Montagu. Then Conscious Lovers, which was published in 1722 by Richard Steele. Then matching questions are there. Studies in the History of Renaissance by Walter Pater. Then Modern Painters, famous work by John Ruskin. Then From Rituals to Romance by J.C. Whitson. So maybe there are other options. I uh, only collect these one. Then 31 question number 31. The writer's mind contained nothing but hunger, rebellion, and rage, which was spoken by Arnold about Charlotte Bronte. Then question number 32. The Aesthetic of Thomas Aquinas by Umberto Eco. So this work by Umberto Eco. John Locke's work Tabula Rasa. So this is a famous work by John Locke, Tabula Rasa, the blank slate of child mind, right? Then question number 35, an account of the life of Richard Savage, son of the Earl Rivers by Samuel Johnson. Then question number 36, Wordsworth Intimacy of Immortality from Recollection of Early Childhood, published in 1807 and ends with the philosophy of childhood. So this is a statement based question and you have to choose the right one. Then question number 37, William Makepeace Thackeray's The Virginias, George Meredith, Evan Harrington, Charlotte Bronte's The Professor, George Eliot's Sense of Clerical Life. So I again repeat, William Makepeace Thackeray's The Virginias, George Meredith, Evan Harrington, Charlotte Bronte's The Professor, George Eliot's Sense of Clerical Life. Then question number 38. mm, the questions. So here these are not criticisms question. So maybe there is some typo here happening. So this is the part of British literature, right? So let's meet it. Um, Question number 38, Taste, which was published in 1891 famous work by Thomas Hardy. The Time Machine, which was published in, this is a chronological question, okay. The Time Machine 1895, which was published in 1895 by H.G. Wells. Then Kim 1901, which was published by Rudyard Kipling. Old Wives' Tale, which was published in 1908. A Portrait of a Young Man, which was published in 1916. So it is a chronological question. You have to arrange it. Then 39, The Caller by Herbert, which was published in 1633. Paradise Lost by Milton, which was published in 1667. Beppo by Byron, which was published in 1817. They always ask question from Byron Shelley, and Beppo also asked in previous year. September 1939 by Orden, and it was published in 1939. Then Seeing Things by Sima Seni, and which was published in 1991. Then Who Adorned the Professor of Poetry? So the Professor of Poetry, and now it is called Arts Chair, and now the Professor of Poetry um, the Professor of Poetry is called Maldon, and Sima Seni was also a member of Professor of Poetry. And this is a new question. Uh, I could not get any information about it. Okay, so if you know about this question, you can answer it in the comment section. So, question number 41, Richard Sheridan, and this is a matching question. You have to match it with the character. Richard Sheridan, Saint Patrick's, his work, one of a character of one of his works, Saint Patrick's. Then Goldsmith, the Duenna, Samuel Johnson, Erin. Then question number 42, The Life of Drama by Eric Bentley. So these are from British literature and also criticism part. Then see the Indian literature. So they ask many questions from Indian literature. Let's see which dramatist got Sultan Padam Shri Award, and the answer will be Guru Charan Das, Larin Sahib, and Kairas Mistri's Dungaji. So they asked last year also they asked a question from Guru Charan Das. So he is important. And Kairas Mistri, there are two questions about him. Name the goddess of the novel Kantapura, and this is an easy question. Kantapura by Rajarao Kenchamma. The answer will be Kenchamma. Then question number 3, what is the profession of A.K. Ramanujan? And the answer will be Professor of Linguistics. He was the Professor of Linguistics. Then there is a question about the plays of Nizam Ezekiel, and the answer will be Nalini, Sleepwalkers, and Marriage Poem. These are the plays of Nizam Ezekiel. Then who wrote the poetry collection Partha? And the answer will be Imtiaz Sarkar. So it is also easy question because it is a famous work of her. Then match the following questions. Jayanta Mahapatra, Hunger. Bhavani Bhattacharya, A Goddess Named Gold. Manohar Malgonkar, A Combat of Shadow. So this is the matching question. Jayanta Mahapatra, Hunger, famous work. Bhavani Bhattacharya's A Goddess Named Gold, it is also famous work. Then Manohar Mangolkar, A Combat of Shadow. Then playwright, there is a question about playwright Bhasa, and Urubhanga and Karanbharam, and Kalidas work Mala Bhikagni Mitram. So last year also they asked questions from Kalidas. So now they are focusing on these ancient writers. Then question number 8, Mulkraj Anand's work. You have to arrange it in chronology, maybe, or uh, they ask only the works. The Village, Across the Black Water, The Sword and the Sickle. The Sword and the Sickle, for which he got the Sahitya Academy Award, right? Then question number 9, Nizam Ezekiel. You have to arrange it in chronological order. So Nizam Ezekiel, he was born in 1928. G.B. Patel, he was born in 1940. Guru Charan Das, 1943. Kairas Mistry, 1968. Asif Karim Boy, 1994. Asif Karim Boy's famous work, The Inqilab. So last year also they asked questions from Guru Charan and Asif Karim Boy, and Nizam Ezekiel they always ask. Then the question number 10, the Golden Threshold 1905 was a work by Sarojini Naidu. Savitri was a work by Sri Aurobindo, and it was published in 1950. A Time to Change, it was a work by Nizam Ezekiel, and it was published in 1952. Banaras and Other Poems, it was work by Kedarnath Singh, which was published in 1985. So you have to arrange it in chronological order. The Golden Threshold by Sarojini Naidu, Savitri by Sri Aurobindo, A Time to Change by Nizam Ezekiel, and Banaras and the Other Poems by Kedarnath Singh. Then A Bend in the River of Ganges, it was a work by Manohar Malgonkar, and it was published in 1964. Then Shadow from Ladakh by famous work by Bhavani Bhattacharya, which was published in 1966. Two Virgins, it was published by Kamala Markandia. It was also a famous work 1973. To Whom She Will, it was published in 1955, and it was a work by Ruth Barber Chawala. Then question number 12, Hunger, again Hunger, Jayanta Mahapatra, Touch, Meena Kandaswamy, writers works of Pilar. So you see that they ask same question again and again from the same sheet. Then let's see the American literature questions. First question, who is the author of Angel in America? It is a famous work, Tony Kushner. It is a LGBTQ work, and in WB set also they always focus this writer, Tony Kushner, Angels in America. Then question number 2, who wrote Grotesque and Arabesque? And the answer will be Edgar Allan Poe. Then Edgar Allan Poe, they always ask question from him. Then William Faulkner works Sanctuary, Light in August, Absalom, and Absalom. So in second shift also there are questions from William Faulkner. Then Beat Generation, and the writers are Jack Kerouac, Allen Ginsberg, Gregory Corso. Beat Generation are very much important. Jack Kerouac, Allen Ginsberg, Gregory Corso. Then Margaret Atwood's work, The Edible Woman, Surfacing, The Handmaid's Tale. So you have to choose which one is not his hard work, right? The Edible Woman, Surfacing, and Handmaid's Tale, and the answer will be The Stone Angel by Margaret Lawrence. Then linguistic questions. There are two linguistic questions. Two or one maybe. Generative grammar given by Chomsky, behaviorist theory given by B.F. Skinner. So, behaviorist theory by B.F. Skinner, generative grammar by Chomsky. And there is only one research question, and the question is very easy. What is the full form of MLAT? And the answer will be Modern Language Aptitude Test. In second shift also there is a question from MLAT. So that's all. Oh no, there are other questions from world literature. Okay, world literature, there are two questions from world literature. Who among the following is an Aboriginal writer? And the answer will be Kate Walker. So Aboriginal Australian writer, the answer will be Kate Walker, and there are Judith Wright uh, was also in the option. Then Louis Gracie Gibbon's work. Louis Gracie Gibbon was a Scottish writer, and his works are The Sunset Song, Cloud Ho, Grey Granite. These are his famous work. The Sunset Song, The Cloud Ho, The Grey Granite. So that's all. I try to collect these questions from many videos, videos from Kalyani Velat, video, but research literary fashions uh, video, so you can follow them also. And if you like my effort, you can take this PDF from my uh, Telegram channel. And if you like my effort, please show your support by subscribing my channel and like and comment. So thank you.